welcome back. Happy Monday. I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday weekend if you celebrate. Um, if you do, I hope you had a great Easter spent with family or however you choose to spend Easter, egg hunts and um, church services, whatever. Um, my day was okay yesterday. had a I had a sad moment, but that always happens. So I um I just needed to get out of the house. I had realized that I had been in the house since Friday, since we got back from getting our massages and brunch, and I literally did not leave the house at all on Saturday. And yesterday was looking like it was going to be the same thing. I was like, you know what? Let me get out. So I went to the gym, got a little workout in, and that always makes me feel better. I did so bad in March with the gym because of March Madness. Like, I was so busy doing everything else. So now I got to get back into it because it honestly really made me feel better. And I got to get out some of my frustrations of Mr. not being here for another holiday. Thinking, oh, what would we have been doing? And yesterday was such a pretty day outside. So I already know he would have been barbecuing because that's what he liked to do. So yeah. Anyway, so I did that, and then I went by Kish's house and had a little dinner with Kish, and that was nice. And then that was about it. And so I was supposed to watch Drew today because her daycare is closed, but then she went camping with her mom and their family, so I didn't have to watch her. But because I already took the day off, I was like, nope, I'm not giving it back. I'm gonna keep my day off. So I'm gonna use today to do some errands, and I need to go get an oil change. I need to go to the car wash. My van is so dirty. So I'm gonna do that, and I have to get a shirt for my niece. She's going on a cruise this weekend, and I'm making shirts. Well, I made a shirt for her boyfriend. I just gotta get a shirt to make for her. So I'm gonna do that also. And that's how I will spend my day. But first, I had to wash my hair because it was so dirty, and I'm just gonna retwist the front. I don't mess with the back, okay, because it's too long, and it takes too much time, and it makes my arms hurt. So I just do the front where people see, and I save the back for when JT does my hair. But it's growing. Yeah, I remember when I had my little mid grieving crisis and cut my locks because they were literally in the middle of my back, and I cut them, and now they're growing. It'll be 2 years in May that I cut it, and whenever I see that picture, I'm like, I was so depressed. You could see it all in my face that I was not happy. And even though I was smiling, I have to find the picture and show y'all, but it shows you that, like, when you're going through grief and depression, it's not what you think it is, and it's like, I know I was not in the right mind space, and I took it out on my hair, but it's growing back healthier now, so it's all good. But when I was looking at it when I cut it, I was like, I thought I was all happy, and then like a year or so later, when I look at it, when it popped up on my memories, I was like, look at my face. I was so not in the right mind of anything. And it was also, I think I did it in May or maybe June, but it was around the time that it was coming up on Mr.'s birthday or just after his birthday. So yeah, there's that. So I was feeling yesterday when I was having my moment of wishing that he was here, because you see people with their pictures and they're with their families and their significant others, and everybody's, all booed up and everything, and you're just like, ah. And I think that was one of the things that kind of triggered my moment. And you just think of all the stuff that you were supposed to do, all the plans you had and everything. And now I'm learning a little bit more to recognize the signs of when I'm about to have a moment. And I just like, and I have a friend, like a longtime friend. If I get really sad, I'll be like, tell me a joke, and he'll just tell me a joke, and you know, like that'll make me laugh a little bit, and that always makes me feel better. So just be kind to yourself, everybody out there that's just not yourself. If you're not yourself, just be kind to yourself. Be patient. Let it out. Everybody always tells me, it's okay if you feel sad, you know, let it out, get it out. And I'm like, oh, I do. Don't worry. I can't keep it to myself. I try not to do it in front of other people, but I definitely let it out. I'm way too emotional not to. So yeah. Anyway, I feel myself on a babble moment, and if I keep sitting here, I'll just keep talking and talking and talking about nothing. So, finished twisting the front of my hair. I'll see y'all in a little bit. Springtime and the pretty flowers. But look at this. Look at Black Panther. So dirty. So dusty. So crusty. So crazy. I get new glasses and I'm trying to find something that fit my face. These are pink though. But I like the shape. About this one. Number 2. This one's not bad. It's a little bigger. I guess it's supposed to fit your whole eye, right?
And it's credit?
Yeah. This one makes me look like a serial killer. My oil change is all done. I go to the same one, like the same Jiffy Lube. So I like Jiffy Lube because they keep all your information in the system and everything, and they send me coupons and stuff like that. So I had a coupon, but then they called me out there and they're like, oh, it's time for you to top off your antifreeze, and you know, with some speech about why it needs to be topped off. And then he's like, he got my I think, see, my problem, you know, my problem is I don't be trusting people. Like, I don't believe shit nobody says. So he's like, oh, your air filter and your another air thing needs to be replaced. So he's on the little counter when I'm out there. He's got these 2 filters and it's like all dusty, and he's like, oh, this one is where your air conditioning and your heat comes through. So this is all the stuff you're breathing in the car. I should have recorded it. Then he had another one and he was like, oh, and this is another whatever air filter. So it's all dark and dusty and it got particles all in it and stuff. And I'm like, you know, he's like, it doesn't look like you've ever had them changed. And I'm just like, probably not, unless that was something Mr. used to do when it was time. But I know I've never been shown these things before. But my, you know, my non-trusting self, I'm like, this is from my shit, you know? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, I thought you were just showing me something of how it could look. He's like, no, we took this off your van. I'm like, oh, okay. So then he's like, oh, you know, this is $25. This is however many dollars. And I'm like, yeah, y'all just trying to get this money up off of me. But at the same time, I'm looking at it like, if this is really my thing, then I ain't no telling, like, when the last time it got changed. But I was like, I gotta get myself together. I gotta stop automatically thinking somebody trying to give me the 52 fake out until, you know, it's time for the bill. So yeah, then there's that. I'm like, he's like, oh, you know, the oil change is 57 and this is 20 something, this is 20. I'm like, you know, I just hear cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Widow problem number 1700, because I don't like doing stuff like this. But I do like the fact that they, you know, they put more air in your tires. They vacuum, yo. If y'all could see the floor, I would pay that just for the floor alone. The floor looks fantabulous right now. So, but I didn't appreciate having to pay all that money. It's whatever. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. And now I am going to Michael's so I can get this shirt so I can make for Kiara. And then she's actually leaving Thursday. I think their ship leaves on Friday. They're going on Royal Caribbean and Independence of the Seas, I believe it is. And y'all know she got her little doggy. Is it Brownie? They should call him Biscuit. I'm like, is the dog named Biscuit or Brownie? I don't know the dog's name. But now I will be dog sitting Mr. Biscuit or Mr. Brownie and house sitting for Kiara while she's gone. So that'll be fun this weekend. Started to go to Target, but I'm like, no, I'm not even gonna do that to myself. I don't need that negativity in my life. And now I'm already contemplating, I don't think I need to go to the car wash. I just spent all this money. But I do need to go to the car wash because it's really like all that pollen is just caked all over the van and it's ridiculous. And then now I'm thinking, oh, that's probably why I was breathing in all this crap from those air filters. anything to fuss about. Alright, so I'm about to run into the Michaels. I feel like today is a ripping and running day. You know how I used to say, I'm just ripping and running all day. But I'm taking full advantage of having a day off and getting all this stuff done that I normally would be like, oh, I'm going to go and get the oil change after work. Meanwhile, I never did. And the van is petty because it tells you as soon as you turn it on that you're in need of service. And it was like 22 days, you know, minus 22 days. Like, you ain't got to tell me I'm overdue like that. It's petty. You have a winning moment. I just come for the shirt. It's like $4.99 plus 20% off. But I got a voucher for $5. Free is my favorite. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I'm in the car wash. I did want to say that tomorrow, well, by the time you see this, the day of, when you see this video, final payment will be due for groupcation for August. So make sure if you're going on groupcation, final payment, you got till 11:59 on April 11th to pay final payment. I'm so excited. I believe almost everybody who has booked groupcation with Veronica have paid in full. Yay, I'm so excited. And I do know there was some people who booked on their own. So hopefully they're paid in full. If you did book it, let me know. I can only know who booked with Veronica. So if you ventured out and booked on your own for groupcation, let me know. But yeah, it's like we down to 120 days. Is that right? Something like that. I don't know. Yeah, 4 months. Yeah. So it's going to be an awesome time. Once again, I believe this group is a lot smaller than last year's groupcation. Probably because of the ship, and you know, I know a lot of people aren't too sure about Virgin and everything, and that's okay. I'm excited. Maybe this time I won't be as tired with not as many people. We'll see. But either way, we're gonna turn up. We're gonna have a great time. Black Panther is getting a much needed bath, and then take my tail home, because the more you outside, the more you spend money. That's that whole, the more you F around, you find out. But I have not eaten one thing today, and it's 12:50, so I'm gonna go home and eat some leftovers that I stole from Cashapp last night, and then enjoy the rest of the day doing nothing. Back home, I want to show y'all my lunch. This was Kisha's dinner last night, and she graciously gave me some ham and a piece of chicken. biscuit, some string beans, and some macaroni and cheese. Yum. This was really creamy and tasty. And I am about to watch Miss Edda's video, Evolving with Edda, from her cruise with House of X, Leo's birthday cruise. And then I'm going to chill out before I finish my shirt. I wanted to say I forgot about when I was talking about groupcation. Even though final payment is due tomorrow, if you still want to go, you can still contact Veronica. It's just, as long as the ship isn't sold out, there's always room for groupcation. You just have to pay in full if you book it after April 11th. So just be prepared for that. But you can contact her. And if I remember, I'll put a link in for her website, and you would just put in the dates and the ship. And then as long as you see her name on the top of the website, she will get notification, and then she will add you in under our group. So that's how that works. Here is this shirt that I made for K-Era. I had to pop a picture in of her boyfriend's shirt because I already bagged it up when I made it the other day, so I don't have a video of it, but this is her shirt.